Recorded in Chicago, Illinois, with your hosts, Ken, Matt, Neal, and Jeff. This is Triviality. The cream of the crop!
Hello and welcome to Triviality, the game where a lack of seriousness meets a little bit of knowledge. My name is Neal. Sitting right next to me is Jeff. How are you, Jeff?
I'm doing pretty well today. How are you, Neal?
I'm doing all right. And across from him, battling a little bit of a flu, is Matt.
It's not good.
Not good. Flu game, Matt.
This is a real one, though. I've been, he just got back from Geek Bowl. We'll get into that. But I think the flight and then the working and then going from 70 degrees to the negative a million of Chicago, it just taken its toll on me.
Took its toll on you. And Ken, you're hoping the Blackhawks will make it to the Stanley Cup with that bet you made.
Yeah, it's a long shot bet, but I believe in the boys.
It's a long shot considering they're like
boys.
10 points out of the playoffs as we speak. But
not quite.
If the Blackhawks win, will you do a video of you dancing to Let's Hear It for the Boys from Footloose?
How about Chelsea Dagger?
Or I guess it has to be Chelsea Dagger. You're right.
Fair enough.
So we just came back from Geek Bowl. We just wanted to do a quick thank you to everyone who came out to our meetup on Saturday before the big event. It was so nice to see all of you. We told you who, of those of you who were there, how much it meant to us. We had, I think, about 50 people. So
got really competitive.
Really competitive. We had the trivia game from our friend Jason at Liquid Courage Entertainment. I almost said Courage, but I didn't. Thank you so much for coming. Meant a lot, and there's just a lot in store for next year because it's in our backyard.
Yeah, Chicago.
It's going to be at Navy Pier.
It's going to be at Navy Pier. We're just going to be on the pier by ourselves.
I think you have to ride the Ferris wheel while you're competing. Is that how?
I think so.
Each team gets one of the little carriages.
Yeah, and if you get a question wrong, you take a shot.
It's going to be very complicated.
You get ejected from it.
Yeah.
And we're going to do another travel vlog game next year, right? It'll be about 12 minutes.
Yeah, right.
We'll do it on the L. You can't even imagine the kind of people that will be shouting into that microphone.
Super mini game. Speaking of Geek Bowl, we are honored to have one of our friends, listeners, who was at the meetup, who also happens to be a champion of Geek Bowl. It was his team that won Geek Bowl this year. And coming to us from Springfield, Illinois, that's Russ Friedewald. How's it going, Russ?
Hey, guys. Fun to be here. I thought you were going to say I won your trivia contest at your meetup. But
in the hearts and minds. Well, you did. Actually, you did.
Yeah, it was a big weekend for you.
This is Geek Bowl and our event.
It's twofer.
That was just as fun.
I sort of feel like you're sort of like Daenerys Targaryen in Game of Thrones, though. We don't need to and title you from all your accolades. So
right. And I feel like the T-shirt that you won from our event just had more weight behind it than the big check.
For sure. There's no doubt.
I don't know about that one.
Well, the shirt is worth $13,000.
Yeah.
So it's in blaze with
estimated retail value.
Swarovski crystals. Yeah.
It's rare.
For people who don't know what you do on a daily basis, which you run a great company, why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, during the day I write software, and at night at night and during the weekends and every free moment of my time, I put on trivia shows like during the week for Twin City Trivia in Illinois, based in Illinois, and my fundraiser shows are Trivia Workshop, and that's about it. All I do is write software and trivia.
And all he does is win.
And win. Yeah, we need, was it T-Pain? Just cut him in right here.
All I do is win, no matter what.
Do is win, etc.
There he is.
Yeah.
T-Pain sounded great.
Yeah. Well, he's not
He
auto-tuned
sounds like he has a flu as well.
Russ, you sent us Michael Miller, who hosted a game here. He's one of your question writers.
Yes, and also I'm repping for him today too.
There's a Wizard is never late in the hand.
Wizard is never late.
Triptych Brewing.
Enjoying that while we record. Triptych Brewing Company.
Yeah, that's good. Well, shout out to Michael Miller.
Well, since this year is the 50th anniversary of the Beatles' last live performance on the rooftop of Apple Records, this set will be Beatles inspired. All of the categories will be the titles of Beatles songs, familiar Beatles songs.
It's very exciting.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get some British accents on this episode.
Well, the thing about trivia is it's just answering questions, man.
I changed my mind.
Yeah.
I do not want that.
There's another aspect to this game as well, which is the wager, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yeah. Our new one of our new Patreon perks is if you are at the United States champion level or higher, you are able to vote on wagers when we play against each other in the studio without special guests on Skype. So It's going to be Jeff and myself versus Matt and Ken, and we did get a bunch of wager suggestions. We're going to try to do them all, but the first one that actually came in, which is the one we're going to do, was from our friend Kendall Portillo, and it is a pie in the face.
Yeah.
Pie in the face to the winners, right?
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Pie to the losers.
To the losers, so the winning team can strike the losers in the face with a pie.
All right. Well, in the spirit of the Beetle pie, we are going to be Ticket to Pie.
And what did we settle in on, Neil? I can't remember. We went through quite a few iterations.
Eleanor Pybee.
No, I think we skipped that one in favor of
All you need is pie.
all you need is
All
pie.
you need is pie. Pie is all you need.
So, yeah, Russ, before we throw it to you, it's a good enough time as any to throw it to the rules guy.
The rules of the game are simple. 20 questions split into 2 rounds worth 10 points apiece. At halftime, there'll be a special swing round designed by this week's host. After regulation, players will enter the final round with the points that they've accumulated and will have a chance to wager 0 to 30 points on 5 categorized questions. At the end of the game, someone will be named the cream of the crop.
The cream will rise to the top, oh yeah.
Well, we told him to do it in a British accent, but he seemed not to want to do that.
It did sound like he was eating some pie, though.
It did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, good times.
So, yeah, take it away, Russ, whenever you're ready.
All right, so this set should play fairly easy for you guys.
Yay.
It's
Yeah.
it's a regular pub quiz set, so you guys will dominate this. It's all going to come down to
Come
the
on.
Yeah. No.
wagers.
Setting us up for failure now.
Yeah.
No, piece of cake. All right.
Piece of pie.
Question number 1 is in the category Lady Madonna. With lyrics that include the first 2 lines of a 19th century nursery rhyme, what 1983 single was Madonna's first top 5 hit in the U.S.?
This one I think was later.
I think that was like 85.
That was what I was thinking. 84, 85.
That one is an early one of hers, but I know it was a huge hit.
All right. We are going to lock in with a guess.
Okay. I think we have a good guess here. The only thing I can think of is from the nursery rhyme angle, so I don't know what Twinkle Twinkle. Oh, Little Star.
What was the one you jokingly said you always sing when you're in the shower?
Get Into the Groove?
That wasn't Get Into the Groove, was it?
I think so.
Like a virgin.
Definitely Like a Virgin. Yeah.
Every time
Very
I'm
sensual.
every time I'm conditioning, I got to put the shower cap on,
Yes.
or maybe not. So what do you think about? Do you just want to do this one?
Lucky Star, I can get on board with that.
All right, we're gonna lock in with Lucky Star.
And just based on the lullaby aspect, we're going to say Spanish lullaby.
Ooh. Well, it didn't say lullaby, it said nursery rhyme, but still, good guess.
Just try it. I'm just trying here.
The lyrics from the nursery rhyme are Starlight, Star Bright, first star I see tonight.
So Spanish lullaby.
Starlight, yep.
It's not Spanish
Starlight, Star Bright.
All right. Lucky Star gets the
It
point.
is indeed Lucky Star, yep.
There we go. Glad my Madonna kicked in there.
I don't even know Spanish lullaby. I thought that was by El Dropkick Murphys.
No.
I think you may be thinking of La Isla Bonita.
Possibly.
Oh yeah, La Isla Bonita, right?
Yeah,
La
that's
Isla
obviously what we were thinking of.
Yeah. You were thinking of Evita. You're a big Evita fan. That's what you were thinking of.
All right, question number 2 comes from the category Yellow Submarine, and this is about famous boats. In 2016, Britain's Natural Environment Research Council named their new $288 million polar research vessel in honor of Sir Richard Attenborough, despite a public vote that was won by what name?
Oh,
We're locked in.
Okay.
Same.
See, now this is more our wheelhouse.
Because it's stupid.
You wrote down Bodie McBoatface, right? Okay.
Yes, that's because Bodie McBoatface is the correct answer.
Okay.
Bodie McBoatface is correct, yes.
All
All
right.
right.
Just like saying Bodie McBoatface.
Yeah, that's a good one.
So that'd be a good one in Paul's voice. Bodie McBoatface. You know, it's a boat
Wow,
with a
see-
face bone. Yeah.
Is he there in studio?
Shut up, Paul. I'm trying to play trivia
John's in the studio, though. In spirit.
in spirit. I'm an apparition. Okay.
All right, question number 3 from 8 Days a Week. Uh-oh, it looks like somebody's got a case of the Mondays. Was Jennifer Jane Emerson's only line in what 1999 comedy?
Classic.
Yeah, man.
It's either is it Office Space or I don't know. I keep thinking Clueless, but I think that was like
I
95.
think, yes, Clueless was like 95 or 6. I think Office Space was earlier too, wasn't it?
I can't
A little
remember.
bit.
Yeah, I know this line. I can see it. I can see it on screen. I can't think of it.
Think about who it's said to.
It's got to be someone in an office, right? That's pissed off and doesn't want to have to deal with someone happy on a Monday.
Garfield.
Garfield?
Are you talking about me? On both accounts?
Yours extends well beyond Monday.
Can you think of any other movie that would? You don't know this one, basically. Is
No,
what
I don't know
I'm
this
saying.
one.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so we'll just lock in with Office Space.
We said
boo.
Office Space.
You're both correct. It is Office Space.
I didn't realize it was that late. 99.
Yeah, you were gonna take me off the path, and I was like, forget it. I'm just going with it.
Jeff, did you have those TPS reports handy, by the way?
I don't.
I don't know what a TPS report
Yeah,
is.
what is it? Do you know what that is, Russ?
A TPS report?
Yeah.
No, never had to do one.
It's just some office bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Too busy.
What is
I
it
don't do
that you
paperwork.
say you do here?
It's too busy jumping to conclusions over there.
Question number 4, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This is a question about band names. Neil Doty got the name for what band from his transportation history class at the University of Illinois after reading about the founder of Oldsmobile?
I can't place a name for sure, but that would have been about the same era and everything, so it makes sense time-wise.
Yeah, that makes sense with me. All right, yeah, we're gonna lock in over here. All I need is pie.
Boy, I really don't know.
I was thinking something in the hair metal era.
Probably a band that's just a guy's name, right?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Van Morrison.
What's the...
Steely Dan is not it. That's something else.
Yeah.
That's something way different.
You definitely drive the point home with that.
Could it be the Cars? Is that...
Sure.
Is Steely Dan something adult? I've never heard
Yes.
that. Oh, is it? Okay.
I'll tell you later when you're older.
Okay.
when you're about an hour and a half older, I'll tell you.
Okay.
So we're going to say that he was reading about cars and said that
Yeah.
Cars would be a great name for a
Cars.
band.
I'll throw it to Jeff here, but when he said the answer, he wrote it down on our sheet. It clicked with me because Colleen's grandpa actually has one of these in great condition. So, Jeff, you can go ahead.
Does he?
Yes, he does.
That's really cool. I'm pretty sure one of the main competitors to Oldsmobile in the early days was REO, so we said REO Speedwagon.
You are correct. It is REO Speedwagon in honor of Ransom Eli Olds.
All right.
I can't fight this feeling, Jeff, any longer, but I appreciate your help on that question.
Ooh.
Question number 5 is called Help. You know, because that's a Beatles song.
Yeah.
Right.
You're not getting strangled right now.
And film.
No, exactly. And film. A Joe Cocker cover of the Beatles song With a Little Help from My Friends served as the theme for what ABC series from 1988 to 1993?
We are locked in.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's also the name of a band that Matt probably loves, given his history.
That is
It's
true.
The Wonder Years.
We also said the Wonder Years.
And you're both correct. See, you're flying through these.
This is great game.
We like questions where we know the answers.
At the end of 5 questions, we have 30 points, and these guys have perfect score, right?
We have a 50, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. You know what's great about Fred Savage, by the way, is he actually turned into a great TV director. He
Yeah.
directs a lot of TV. There's something for your noggin there. Not that you need it, but there you go.
Great fact.
Yeah, great fact.
Cool.
Cool, guys.
Cool. All right, number 6, Come Together. This is about mergers and acquisitions.
Not an adult film.
Not in. Well, you never know. Let's see. Paul Orfalia's nickname, in reference to his curly hair, was also the name of what company that he founded in 1970 and sold 34 years later to FedEx for $2.4 billion.
If he had curly hair, maybe it was Spring or something like that.
Or Slinky? No.
No. don't think
That's
so.
it.
That's a winner. That's a winner.
Nailed
That's what we
it.
used to call the curly-haired kids in class.
I was thinking like Chia Pet,
Slinky heads.
but that wouldn't.
Oh.
Why would they sell it to FedEx?
For
I mean-
$34 billion.
Yeah, right.
Because you can't stop big FedEx.
It's it's Castaway. I don't know. We're gonna have our first miss here.
Take your pick. Doesn't
All right.
really matter to me.
We'll just go Chia Pet for the hell of it. Why not?
Well, if that's right, I'm going to be mad.
Well, we
'Cause it
just
shouldn't
said perm.
And hoped it's the name of something.
Perm.
Perm.
Both great guesses.
They are
Thank you.
not.
Both wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Paul Orfalia's nickname was Kinko.
Oh, my God.
Yes, and Kinko, of course, sold out to FedEx a few years ago to become FedEx Office, and then now I think they're just FedEx. Yeah, I think they're still FedEx
You can
office.
still find a.
And now
a Kinko
nothing
somewhere.
at all is done on paper.
Yeah.
Next question, please.
Yeah.
I feel remarkably stupid for missing that one.
Well, that's okay.
Seems so obvious in hindsight.
Well, now you know.
And now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Yeah,
Number 7 is called Revolution. And this one is about the American Revolution. I only regret I have but one life to give for my country were reported to be the last words of what 21-year-old Revolutionary War hero before his 1776 hanging?
Trying to dig back to my pre-1864 American history class.
I'm just trying to go through Mel Gibson's The Patriot.
Oh.
Good luck with that.
It's definitely not Heath Ledger.
Yeah. Was this a key scene in The Patriot?
This was.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. No. How about if we don't know it? I know the story. I just don't know the name. So maybe a name from that era, like a last name, just to shoot for the stars. Williamson, Harris. I don't know.
We go Harris.
Harris.
I don't remember it at all.
Okay, we'll go Harris. Last name.
Yeah, this one's escaping me as well. I just wrote the last name Hook.
Hook. Okay. Well, you both got the first letter right. It is Nathan Hale.
Oh, Nathan Hale. I do know that name. Yep.
Yeah.
From what movie?
Not from a movie though.
It's from a fictional TV show, middle school.
Right. Let's see. Okay, question number 8. Strawberry Fields Forever. This is about fruits.
All right.
In the mid-19th century, an American agronomist created what popular sweet orange variety named for the third largest city in Spain?
We'll go ahead and lock in here.
This game took a turn for us.
I know it did.
We were too confident.
Competent or
Also this
confident?
word.
Both.
Seville? Is that a city
Yeah.
or a region?
I mean, there's a barber from there.
There is.
You can pick this wrong answer, whichever one you want to pick.
We can go Clementine.
Clementine. All right, we will go Clementine. Locked in.
All right. Well, we were thinking maybe naval, but we stepped away from that, and we thought Pamplona and Pamplemousse were too much of a coincidence, so we said Pamplemousse.
Oh, Pamplemousse. No, neither of those are correct. The third largest city in Spain is Valencia.
Oh,
Valencia.
God.
Mm-hmm.
I should know that. We had an Orange Valencia refresher.
You did, yeah.
Starbucks.
You did. That was the only one I would drink.
Fine. Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
That's why I asked the question.
Yeah, thank you. I need
You're
that.
welcome.
And I missed it
tried.
anyway.
Russ did some recon and
Yeah.
Number 9 is Across the Universe. This is about astronomy. Named for a cupbearer of the Greek gods described by Homer as the most beautiful mortal, what satellite of Jupiter is the largest moon in our solar system?
Is it Titan?
That's Saturn.
Okay.
Europa?
Is Europa's on that's definitely
Jupiter, I think.
I think Europa's bigger.
Ganymede? Ganymede?
Hmm.
I like Ganymede, actually.
You like it better than Europa?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to lock in with Ganymede.
You don't like it as much as Callisto?
Hmm.
No, you're right to trust your instincts. I'm pretty sure it's Ganymede.
You're both locked in with Ganymede?
Yes.
It is Ganymede, yes.
Yay.
Nice job.
Hooray.
All right. Got a space question.
Kind
Well
of.
done.
Exciting.
Question number 10 is called Helter Skelter. This is about a rhyming thing.
Cool.
In this case, person. Hugh Romney, an artist and activist known as the official clown of the Grateful Dead, is also known by what nickname that was a Ben & Jerry's ice cream flavor from 1993 to 2001?
We're locked in.
oh, okay. So Jeff wrote down Cherry Garcia.
Because that was the only Ben & Jerry's flavor I could think of that got close to the right answer.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know any other flavors.
The rhyming name Cherry Garcia.
Rocky, no, not Rocky Road. That's just a flavor.
I went to school with a girl named Rocky Rowe.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Sweet Girl?
Yeah. A little Rocky.
Yeah, we're gonna have to lock in with that because I don't know any flavors of Ben and Jerry. Cherry Garcia.
This was a flavor that I actually quite enjoyed, if it's correct. And the time frame, I think it actually was around longer, but maybe not. We locked in with Chunky Monkey.
Mm.
I knew you would. However, that is not correct. Chunky Monkey, I think you can still get Chunky.
Yeah, that's why I knew it.
Yeah. This one probably didn't last as a flavor of ice cream because it doesn't sound very appealing. As an ice cream, it is wavy gravy.
Wavy gravy.
That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, no thanks.
Right.
Can't believe it lasted 8 years. Who's buying that?
So after round one, it looks like we have 40 points and these guys have 60 points. And all you need is pie.
Yeah.
Pie is all you need, folks.
Wow, we started off great, but
5 for 5.
You're on fire. And then I had to ramp up the difficulty.
Well, that's okay. It'll get easier in the second round, right?
Oh, I would hope so, sure.
right, guys?
Gotta
Right?
get the swing round first, though.
Yeah, for sure.
That's right.
Before we start the swing round and throw it back to Russ, we just wanted to remind everyone, if you'd like to support the show on Patreon, you can do so at patreon.com/trivialitypodcast. We have a lot of new perks that are being updated as we speak.
At all the levels, $5 and up, you're going to get bonus episodes, which is, I know, the number one thing that people want is just more and more content. We got Ask Me Anything's coming up and bonus episodes, Lay It On Me's.
As we say, it could be a $1 a month at the lowest, or you can go up to $50 or even more. The one thing we do want to say is we have a stretch goal right now that's up there, and we're about 75% toward our stretch goal, which is allowing us to pay ourselves a little bit for writing the games, editing the games. We haven't done that yet throughout this whole process, and just a little something to, for the few hours that we write the game and for the several hours that we edit the game, something to help out from the free time that we're giving up to do the show, to give to you guys. So that, once again, if you'd like to support the show, just go to patreon.com/trivialitypodcast for extra content and for helping us continue to make the show as best as we can.
All right, and now back to the swing round.
Okay, so the swing round is inspired by this year's Oscars. So this round is based on people who've won acting Oscars based on real people, real characters.
A Neal category, cool.
If there ever was one, yeah.
A Neal category, cool.
I should be able to handle this.
Yeah. At least it's not me and Jeff. That would have been bad.
I will give you the name of the character, the person in real life being played. Alternatively, I can also give you the year the movie came out. And all you have to do is name the actor or actress who won an Oscar for that portrayal.
Okay.
So number 1 is Winston Churchill in 2017. Number 2 is Margaret Thatcher in 2011.
Steven.
I'm going to take a Benadryl, Steven. Sorry, it's an inside joke. We'll get to it.
Number 3 is King George VI in 2010. Number 4 is Edith Piaf in 2007. Number 5 is Katharine Hepburn in 2004. Number 6 is Virginia Woolf in 2002. Number 7 is Bela Lugosi in 1994. Number 8 is Antonio Salieri in 1984. Number 9 is Loretta Lynn in 1980. And number 10 is Eleanor of Aquitaine in 1968.
Damn it.
Aquitaine.
I was so close. I got all the way up to question 8.
Wow.
And then I fell off.
I'll go through those one more time. Winston Churchill in 2017. Margaret Thatcher in 2011. King George VI in 2010. Edith Piaf in 2007. Katharine Hepburn in 2004. Virginia Woolf in 2002. Bela Lugosi in 1994. Antonio Salieri in 1984. Loretta Lynn in 1980. And Eleanor of Aquitaine in 1968.
All right, all the answers appear to be locked in. So if you could just reread the character and the year one more time, and we'll give our answers back.
Okay, here we go. Winston Churchill, 2017.
This is a movie that me and Neal saw together, so I assume we both got Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
That's right, for The Darkest Hour. Number 2 was Margaret Thatcher from 2011.
We went with the venerable Meryl Streep.
Yep, Meryl Streep.
Meryl Streep it is for The Iron Lady. Number 3 was King George VI, 2010.
We said Colin Firth.
Yep, one of the more controversial Oscar winners, Colin Firth.
Yep, for The King's Speech. Both right. Number 4 was Edith Piaf from 2007.
For La Vie en Rose, that is Marion Cotillard.
We also went with Marion Cotillard.
There you go. Good job. Number 5 was Katharine Hepburn, 2004.
Yeah, the only Oscar winner to win playing another Oscar winner, playing Katharine Hepburn. We went Kate Blanchett.
Yep, same. Kate Blanchett.
For The Aviator, right. Number 6 was Virginia Woolf, 2002.
We believe with the aid of the prosthetic nose, that is Nicole Kidman in The Hours.
We concur, Nicole Kidman.
Yep. Nice nose. Number 7, Bela Lugosi, 1994.
We went with Martin Landau.
And as Bauhaus will tell you, Bela Lugosi is dead, but this is Martin Landau.
From Ed Wood, right. Let's go. Number 8, Antonio Salieri, 1984.
We intended to play Salieri, and we went F. Murray Abraham.
Yep, F. Murray Abraham.
Oh, what did Murray Abraham do to you guys? F him indeed. He was great as grapes in the Fruit of the Loom commercials. Loretta Lynn, 1980.
We went with Sissy Spacek.
Yeah, here we just had to guess, and we went with Barbara Streisand.
One of you is correct. It is indeed Sissy Spacek.
Mm-hmm. Take our first miss there.
And finally, Eleanor of Aquitaine, 1968. Aquitaine.
Yeah, this one I had a lot of trouble with. For some reason, I can't think of the name right now. I have the worst brain fart, but something with like winter is coming to me. Oh God, I didn't even mean to say that. Something like winter's in my head, and I was trying to get Jeff to talk about Patrick Stewart. I think he did a remake of the movie maybe, but we couldn't come up with it. So in honor of Kate Blanchett winning for playing Katharine Hepburn, we wrote Katharine Hepburn.
Yeah, and this one we really had no frame of reference, so we just picked a older actress, Dame Judi Dench.
Well, the winter part is correct. It's the Lion in Winter. The role is Eleanor of Aquitaine, and the actress, calling back to the Kate Blanchett question, is Katharine Hepburn.
Oh, no.
That was look the hell out of that one.
Neal.
There was a tie for Best Actress that year, and the other winner would have also qualified for this category. It was
Barbara Streisand?
It was, in fact, Barbara Streisand for Funny Girl.
Shoot me in the face.
She played Fanny Bryce in Funny Girl. So that would have also qualified.
Lion in Winter was remade, right, with Patrick Stewart?
Exactly. Yeah, but it was a TV.
Oh, okay.
Production. Yep.
Do we know what kind of film that was? Where is this Eleanor of Aquitaine? That's kind of a...
It is medieval.
Medieval?
Yeah. It's
not-
King Henry II.
Okay.
Okay. When you said Roman, it seemed like it would fit. I don't know.
I thought it was, yeah. They did a lot of that back then, so.
So nice job, both teams on that.
Yeah.
All right. After the swing round, looks like we picked up 40 points. We're at 80, and Neal and Jeff also, I guess, bat a perfect swing round, so they're at 110.
So speaking of Meryl Streep, Ken, we just watched The Post with some friends, and a funny moment happened during the post because we were discussing Meryl Streep's method acting.
Yeah, Meryl Streep's, face down on a table, and then the phone rings, and she wakes up and answers the phone, and suddenly Neal just goes, "Steven, I think for this scene I'm going to take a Benadryl." Like she's method acting, taking a Benadryl, so she's really sleeping on the desk. But your impression was better.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be able to equal it from the moment.
Steven.
And then Steven is like, "Meryl, it's okay. We just want to get this take. You don't have to take Benadryl to get tired."
I think it'll be better if I take the Benadryl, Steven.
And then she just passes out, and everyone has to wait for her to wake up.
I'm on a couple Benadryl right now, so I feel like I'm doing some method acting as well.
There you go. Well, hopefully the Benadryl will help you in round 2.
Well, we'll see.
Sure hope so. Moving on to round 2. The first question, number 11, is back in the USSR. And this is a question about Soviet-era pop culture.
All right.
What band had a top 5 hit on the Billboard Hot 100 with the 1991 single Wind of Change, inspired by the collapse of the Soviet Union?
Jeff, really excited about this one.
Really? Okay. That's an interesting band to have. All right, we're going to lock in
I'm
over.
pretty sure.
I have no idea, so we're going to lock in over here at All You Need Is Pie.
Okay, so Ken wrote down U2.
Yeah, I don't really know this song.
That makes sense then.
All right.
He wrote a lot of songs about stuff that matters.
Yeah,
right?
they're pretty forward thinking.
Yeah.
Let's go with U2.
I'm pretty sure this is a German band.
It is.
And Sweet, then I'm on the right track.
So you two it is.
And this song is one of about 10 on a playlist I have called Great Songs with Whistling, because this is the Scorpions' Wind of Change.
That's right.
That is correct. It's the Scorpions.
Is it like
Hold on. Can you say great songs with whistling?
Yes.
Why?
Why? Because, there just aren't a lot of them.
Is like Don't Worry, Be Happy 7 of those songs?
It is, yes.
Yeah, perfect.
Sitting on the dock of the bay.
Yep, that rounds out about the list, yeah.
That's it. That's the list.
Flow Rider's Whistle?
Yes.
Is this a ballad, this song?
No.
It's like a
power
power ballad?
ballad, yeah.
Oh,
Power
okay.
ballad.
It's like the
Rocks.
winds of change
Yeah,
or
there's-
something,
there's a
right?
lot
It's the
of-
one that starts out.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
Surprised.
Just like
yeah,
that.
I could see Jeff in a vaudeville show.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me
Nailed
try
it.
that.
Yeah. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, we'll
that
just
one, okay.
record Jeff, loop him, and then it'll be in a horror movie.
No, you're good.
When someone's walking through a hallway.
You guys missed out on questions about Red Dawn, Rocky and Bullwinkle, Stanley Kubrick,
There you go.
Dolph Lundgren, and Sean Connery.
That's
Nice.
a shame.
That
I would have
question.
had Dolph
Real
Lundgren.
shame.
That's fantastic.
That's more my wheelhouse.
Number 12 is Day Tripper. This one's about Midwest tourism because it's about trips that we can make in a day. Each year, the former Lansing family farm near Dyersville, Iowa, gets 100,000 visitors who want to check out the filming location for what 1989 movie?
We're elected.
If you write it, the answer will come. We locked in with Field of Dreams.
Yeah, Field of Dreams.
You're both correct.
All right, a
Yes.
sports adjacent question. I got it.
Sports!
That's a huge fan of those.
You got to
Yeah.
sell the farm, Ray. You got to sell the farm.
I think that's our last sports question.
Dang.
Uh-oh.
Shucks.
Well, I will see myself out.
I love Kevin Costner, by the way. I know you saw the movie you didn't like, but he just so effortlessly acts and everything. I just love watching him on screen. He looks like he's not even doing anything.
Wait, who saw the movie and didn't like it?
You did. Well, you didn't like Dances with Wolves. I mean Last Samurai. I
But
mean
he
Ferngully.
loved
I mean Avatar.
Waterworld.
Yeah,
Waterworld.
I just
Chuck a lot?
watched Dances with Wolves. I did think the performances were pretty lacking.
Yeah, he's great. I just love him in everything, though. Perfect World, he's good in. I mean,
He's like his diary entries in Dances with Wolves. I've been out in the wilderness for days now. It's like so wooden. It's like reading
That's his
it,
character,
but he
Ken.
can't read.
Matt is a huge Dances with Wolves fan.
Yeah.
He's wearing a shirt right now that says "I stand with the Wolves."
Uh-huh. That is true. We had nothing else there.
Sorry,
so
Russ.
we're moving on.
I thought that was great.
We're getting deep in Kevin Costner over here.
Yeah.
Sorry.
He was great in Waterworld.
See? Everyone agrees.
Yeah.
Waterworld.
Waterworld's getting a lot of respect now, like post whatever
Yeah,
when it
but
came out.
Okay. It
It's
shouldn't.
the Postman.
Well, that's because we're headed towards Waterworld, man.
Who knew it was going to be a documentary?
Exactly. Question number 13 is with a little help from my friends. It is a question about the TV show Friends. 5 years after Rosalind Shays died the same way on LA Law, Joey's character on Days of Our Lives was killed off in a 1996 episode by doing what?
My friend's knowledge is not strong.
Mine's not either.
It's got to be something dramatic, right? It's a soap opera.
Yeah.
Okay, we're in.
No, is it something like Ruthlessly Stupid? Like,
It's got to be.
got hit by a bus?
It's got to be
That
something.
feels like a lot of them.
Yeah, it's got to be like a soap opera thing, like really over the top. Like he drove off a cliff, or he was like mid-surgery for like a face transplant and died. I don't know. He has a twin that killed him. You know, that kind of
I
thing.
think he did have a twin.
Really?
He did, yeah. He had like an evil twin.
Yeah.
So you have no idea, right? Because I don't.
I don't know.
So what's the most dramatic way he could have died for a soap opera?
Spontaneous combustion.
Ooh,
What was he doing? So it's got to be some sort of activity, right?
what's like a really calm activity you probably are not likely to die during? Fishing?
Yeah. You want a death while fishing?
Sure.
Okay.
Me and Matt just guessed skydiving.
5 years after Rosalind Shays died the same way on LA Law, Joey's character, Dr. Drake Ramore, killed off of Days of Our Lives by falling down an elevator shaft.
Oh, that
that's
is very dramatic.
Yes.
Trying to think of a skydiving accident, but I can't think of. I know it's been in like shows.
Uncle Jesse had a skydiving accident.
You know, that might have been what I'm thinking.
Bodie's brother
Hanging
died.
from the tree on the day of his wedding.
That is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's usually what I'm thinking
Bodie's
of.
brother died of gunshot wounds while skydiving in Point Break.
Oh, that's probably also what I was thinking of.
It wasn't enough to do one or the other.
Uncle Jesse on Dukes of Hazzard was skydiving?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Question Question number 14. We can work it out. This is a question about treaties. I think I'll go with this one. A pair of treaties signed in 1977 by Jimmy Carter and Omar Torrijos transferred control of what important strategic landmark?
All right, they're locked in. So this is
You were thinking Panama Canal?
well. I was trying to think if Jimmy Carter in his head, right? And I'm just kind of like, what would he say?
He'd just be like, I'm going to go build some houses.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, I'd like to sell the Panama Canal. And so I was like, oh, maybe that kind of sounds like something he would say.
Why were you,
Wow.
why were you getting on that track?
Well, he said strategic landmark. It's 1977, and the second name sounded like it could be from one of those countries over there that might
You mean
be in Panama,
like Central America?
Central America.
South America?
Sounded like a Panamanian name.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we were the other one that came to mind is like strategic was, but we still have control of Guantanamo Bay. Yeah, we sort of did like take and have control of the Panama Canal for a while, didn't we? Teddy Roosevelt kind of went down there.
I don't. Maybe. I mean, my gut is saying that, and I never get these kind of questions right. So if I'm right, I'm going to feel good about
I
myself.
trust your gut on this one.
All right, so we're going to lock in with the Panama Canal.
Is that Jimmy Carter?
That was a bad Jimmy Carter.
That was
but-
a
Jimmy Carter?
really
that
bad
was Jimmy Carter coming from dental work.
Have you ever heard Jimmy Carter?
Yes, not.
I build houses in
No.
Georgia. No.
No, these are bad. We locked in pretty much around the same idea. Panama Canal is the first thing that came to my head, and we locked in.
Panama.
Yeah, Panama Canal.
Both teams are correct. It is
Oh.
Panama.
Hey.
Telling you, man, it's that Jimmy Carter and dental work.
It's much better to be right than to be wrong after you go, Panama!
Yeah. We could always
Yes.
cut it.
Always.
Where's my toothbrush, doctor?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
Just any Southern gentleman is not Jimmy Carter.
That's not even a good impression of Dan Aykroyd doing Jimmy Carter.
I can do a good
Hang
Dana,
this one up.
You
Dana
can,
Carvey doing George W. Bush. Not gonna do it.
Yeah.
Hang it
Oh,
up.
that's not
Much
good
better.
either.
Much better though.
Struggling today.
I am struggling
Oh, man.
to live.
All right. Number 15, right?
That's
Yeah.
correct.
All right. It's called Paperback Writer. It's just literature.
Oh no, I knew this would be about books.
Beginning with Nancy Bruff's 1949 book, The Manatee, what company has published over 5,000 romance novels, with its biggest success coming in the 70s and 80s?
These are those Fabio books, aren't they?
Most likely.
Those ones that are on your bookshelf at home.
Yeah.
I don't know what the production or the publishing company is though.
Yeah.
This is making me think of those softcore Cinemax movies, like the Red Shoes or whatever. No, that's the Christmas movie. What are they called? The Red
Oh yeah.
Red Shoe Diaries.
Red Shoe Diaries. That's it. I knew someone who shot one of those once. He ended up being very, very prolific in movies,
In
but
that
he shot
industry?
Red Shoe Diaries.
Oh.
You know, to start out, you got to do what you got to do to make money.
That's why we do the show.
Yeah.
This is our
How's
Red
that
Shoe
working
Diary.
out?
This is our Red Shoe Diaries, right? Can you think of any publishers? Could that be like pulp? Like maybe it was a pulp book in the 40s and 50s, and then once it hit the 70s, they went to romance?
Could be.
I don't know if that's a company, though, like pulp novels. I always think of, usually anytime there's a publisher question, I just go, write Penguin down. Who cares?
It was
Do you think it could be Scholastic?
Penguin was the first one that came to mind, but that's only because Manatee was mentioned, and you know,
Yeah. Random House.
went from one animal to another.
I mean, I have no idea on this one,
Yeah,
so
I don't either.
there's no point in sitting here and doing random impressions until we get it. So we're going to go with pulp.
And I just told Matt, just write Penguin down. Who cares? Mm-hmm. And we wrote Penguin down.
I agreed.
Because we didn't care.
All right. Well, neither of you are right.
Oh.
It is Harlequin.
Oh.
That makes way too much sense.
Is that the namesake of the character then?
Yeah. Well, not the book. Harlequin is.
Or I guess it's just a term.
That goes back
Yes.
a lot further than that.
Yes. All right. Question number 16. Do you want to know a secret?
Yeah, sure, you know.
Ooh, ooh.
Because it is so good to hear it.
We're done. We're done.
Mel Torme, Devo, and Bruce Willis are among those who have recorded their own versions of what 1966 Johnny Rivers hit about a man who leads a life of danger.
Oh.
I know this too. It's Bruno, man. There's some good Bruce Willis
I forgot
videos.
how he was very prolific as a musician.
There's some great videos on YouTube if you look up.
Mm-hmm.
We are locked in.
That's definitely not the right song, but it's one by them.
Yeah, it's an answer. All right, we're in.
Bruce did a lot of. It was like pop rock kind of.
A lot of actor bands with like,
Yeah.
you know. What do you guys put?
We went with the man who leads a life of danger, Secret Agent Man.
Oh, we went with A Beautiful World.
Beautiful World. Well, one team caught on to the clue for the category. Do you want to know a secret?
Oh.
The
We
right
didn't.
answer is Secret Agent Man.
That's a good one.
We got it regardless.
That's a great question. Now I have to pay attention to the names.
Yes,
The categories.
that helps.
You just figured it
17
out.
questions in. It's time to start paying attention. Question 17. When I'm 64. Since Time officially changed Man of the Year to Person of the Year in 1999, what 64-year-old political leader is the only woman to earn that distinction as an individual?
Okay,
Right,
so
we're in.
you're in. Okay, so I'm just kind of doing some math here, just saying if she won in 99, she would have been 45. Now she's 64, so that's our range here. So it'd have to have been obviously someone accomplished, middle life here, middle age. So
We're thinking probably American politician. Is that what we're thinking?
well, I wrote down Hillary Clinton, but I also
I
wrote
think she's older than that.
is she okay? And then I wrote down the German
Angela Merkel.
Angela Merkel, but
That might be about the right time frame or the right age. I'm trying to think. Condoleezza Rice came to mind.
yeah, she was on my list.
I was thinking of like Madeleine Albright would have been older. Janet Reno is deceased now, so she wouldn't be on the list. They wouldn't have given it to Theresa May for Brexit. I'd be
Angela?
most inclined with Angela Merkel. I think, yeah.
Okay, I can't. Yeah. All right, we're gonna lock in with
That's what it
Merkel.
is.
Ditto.
It is, in fact, Angela Merkel.
All
Nice job.
right.
That felt good. We were all on the same wavelength, and yeah.
We just got there a lot faster.
And that's the important thing. Number 18, the long and winding road. In this case, short and winding road. Eight sharp turns in one city block have led to which street in San Francisco being dubbed the crookedest street in the world?
Damn it, I know this street.
Yeah.
I skated it in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1.
Oh, I used to
Yeah.
drive in it, cruising, not cruising USA.
Crazy Taxi.
Yeah.
No, Midtown
Yeah,
Midtown
yeah,
Madness
yeah.
2
Oh, yeah, there's that
was
one.
featured in that.
So it's
yeah.
in a lot of video games.
It's in
just
a lot of everything.
media.
I can't remember what it's
It's like
called, though.
it's like a red bricked road,
Yeah.
like with hedges on every side. And I'm pretty sure it's in like Ant-Man and a
Yeah.
bunch of other movies too.
Full House.
Probably Full House at some
So what
point.
you're saying? It's a winding road.
What?
You're good with this?
Every day is a winding road. That's fine. We're locked in.
Okay.
You know this road. I don't.
I mean, I know the road. Yeah, I did hear the name of it only the once. I think ever looking into it, but
I've never been to San Fran, so I'd like to.
I've not either. But it's very famous.
I think I can only afford to be there for like 2 hours though. But do
I don't know.
you just want to call it Red Brick Road?
Sure.
Okay.
We said Ziggy McZagface.
One of the teams is correct.
That's what it should be. No, not one of the teams. Zero of the teams are
Oh,
correct.
dang.
It is Lombard Street.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we live right by Lombard.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do.
What a shame.
Oh, I thought you would know that.
Lombard E Street. Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
We'll know that for next time.
Question number 19 is from the category Obla Di, Obla Da. It is a nonsense words question.
Mm-hmm.
You have so many relationships in this life, only one or two will last, is the opening line of what 1997 pop song that spent 3 weeks on top of the Billboard Hot 100?
You're locked in.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the category now that I am paying attention is nonsense words.
Mm-hmm.
So is it the first one that comes to mind? First one that comes to mind is tub thumping.
By Chumbawamba.
Yeah, I don't know anything other than the chorus though, how they sing in the song. So that's one idea there.
And the fact that they sing Danny Boy.
They sing Danny Boy, right?
The entire song is chorus.
Yeah, right. So that's what I'm thinking of. And then nonsense words. Didn't like Limp Bizkit have one? Like that's not really pop though. I was gonna say Ba with the Ba or whatever.
That was
Kid Rock.
Kid
Sorry,
Rock.
Kid Rock.
Please, Neal.
I'm mixing up my future senators. So
Josie. Featuring Josie.
I can't think of another nonsense. I'm trying to think of a song that has a nonsense title. Christina,
Pre-Britney.
Britney.
Yeah.
NSYNC was on their European tour.
Yeah.
I just want to go tub thumping.
There was only 94
Yeah, I've
degrees
got
at
nothing
that
better.
time.
That's good.
All right, we're gonna go with tub thumping.
We're gonna Can I usurp this one from
Yeah,
you?
that's fine.
We're gonna go with the Zach Taylor and Isaac classic Mbop.
Oh.
Well, you're both right. Both of those songs are from 1997, but only one of you got the right answer. It is, in fact, the Hanson Brothers with Mbop.
Yeah, I don't. As soon as you said
Classic.
those lyrics, it just hit me, and I was like, I know this.
That's the opening?
Yeah, the whole song
Yeah.
is really sad. To be honest, it's about kind of like
Yes.
being alone, and everyone's gonna leave you more or less. But then
They hit that hook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What's the game
It
where
sounds so happy.
yeah.
Yeah.
What's the game where you like hit the little
bop it.
bop it? Or no, the one where in the
Pull
middle
it.
of the board you like push it and like
Twist.
the dice.
Trouble?
Trouble? So are they sitting alone at home playing Trouble? And it's like bop,
I think
and then it's like they're playing Trouble by themselves.
maybe
No.
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 What's the lyric again? Is it you have so many names? Dun, dun, dun. That's how the song
Yeah.
goes, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yep. Nailed it.
I saw.
Only one or two will last. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mbop.
We've come to question 20, and it is in the category Penny Lane. Penny Lane, about coins. And I'm going to go with this one. There are 4 active coin-producing mints in the U.S., including the original location, which has been making change in what city since 1792?
This is a Jeff question. Have I ever heard it?
Or do you want me to go with the other one?
No, it's fine.
I don't know. Yeah. All right. We are locked in.
Whoa. I was just thinking out loud.
Okay. We are not locked in.
Retracted.
Well, just so you know, I know none of this. I have a few ideas, but
Here's 2 of the other active mints.
okay. How about you get me an active mint in my mouth right now because I'm a little salty.
This is one of them, right?
Because this obviously wasn't a thing then. So roll that out.
All right, we're locked in.
That was my guess anyway.
I'm going to...
All right. So Jeff,
It's a 50-50. I'm going to stick with my gut, though.
okay. So just to recap, we wrote down a couple. We wrote down Denver, which we didn't think would have been around at that time. Jeff, you wrote Navy.
There's a branch of the military that does coinage, and they don't really do any of the circulated coins anymore. They do like the collector pieces, and I can't remember what branch that is.
You mean like the collector pieces at 2 in the morning, where it's like for $49.99?
No, they do the real ones
Oh, okay.
that you buy from the U.S. Mint.
But your first answer you wrote down makes sense with the time period.
Yeah, I think Philadelphia might be the longest running mint.
That makes sense.
The other one, I think the other one is San Francisco, which hasn't minted coins in a while, but that also would have been not a thing in
All right.
1792.
Well,
so.
in honor of our friend Kiana,
Gritty?
yeah, and Gritty, Kiana and Gritty, let's go with Philly.
Yeah. We were thinking possibly Virginia because we thought there was a mint in Virginia.
So
we
in
said-
honor of our friend Aaron,
Oh, yes. Going with Richmond.
Aaron Barkley. One of you is correct. It is in Philadelphia. Yes. The other 3 are Denver, San Francisco, and West Point.
West Point.
West Point.
Yeah, the Naval
Yep.
Academy, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Marines, right?
Or Marines.
Yeah.
Told you it was a branch of service, Neil.
Well, thank you, Kiana, for the help there. Get some of that potash for us ready.
so
You can't eat potash, Neil.
I'm slowly decaying mentally because I've been eating potash.
all right. So it looks like after that round we added 50 points, and we are now at 130, and these guys are at 160. So
So what
Right
kind
now
of pie
I'm-
would you like shoved in your face, Ken? Because
yeah, I'm anticipating.
I like a
The
nice
pie.
banana custard.
You catch me as like a key lime.
Oh,
kind of
no.
guy.
I wouldn't want that in my face, though. That's the problem.
No.
Stuck in my beard.
It's still very much anybody's game.
It is for anybody's game. And plus, we'll let Russ pick the type of pie, perhaps.
Oh, yeah. That
Yes.
seems fair.
Yeah. Banana cream.
Good call.
Okay, 160 to 130 going into the final, and here are your categories. Michelle, Ticket to Ride, which is geography.
Ticket to pie.
Awards, Ticket to Pie. Ticket to Ride, awards, because the Beatles won some. More from Penny Lane. And Other Bugs.
Get them all in at the end.
All right, all the wages are locked in.
Thank you very much, Ringo.
All the wagers are locked in.
All the
Oh,
wages.
boy.
Hey,
I wrote a song about all the wages.
Oh, you know, Ringo. Where's George? George? No, he's staying silent like usual, George. All right.
Which one is that?
That was a mixture between That was a mixture between Paul.
Which one is that?
It couldn't have been Ringo.
It's me,
or
Ringo,
George.
doing an impression.
All right. Can we please have the questions now?
In the worst way, that was awesome. Number 1, the category is Michelle. Thanks to Mark Ronson and Vance Joy, what actress found herself in the lyrics of 2 different songs on the Billboard Hot 100 at the same time in early 2015? Number 2 was from Ticket to Ride, which is a geography question. If you want to see a lemur outside of captivity, what country will you need to visit? Number 3 is in awards. Established as the equivalent to the Cecil B. DeMille Award for Film, a special Golden Globe Award for Achievement in Television was established this year and named for what comedian who was also its first recipient? Number 4 was from More Penny Lane. Whose single, Here's a Quarter, Call Someone Who Cares, peaked at number 2 on both the U.S. and Canadian country charts in 1991. And Other Bugs. Colombian drug trafficker Griselda Blanco, competitive eater Sonia Thomas, and billiard star Jeanette Lee all share what nickname?
All the answers are locked in.
Not terrible.
I've been working on it all day. That's how I take orders at the drive-thru.
Okay, so number 1 from Michelle. Thanks to Mark Ronson and Vance Joy, what actress found herself in the lyrics of 2 different songs on the Billboard Hot 100 at the same time in early 2015?
All right, I'll start this one off. Spoiler alert, we bet zeros all the way down the board, hoping that this other team will crash and burn. But we happen to know the answer to this one. It's Michelle Pfeiffer.
Mm-hmm.
2 songs being Uptown Funk and
The other one.
Riptide?
Yeah.
Riptide, yep.
We wagered 5. I can't remember if it's that Michelle Pfeiffer, that white gold or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But yeah, we want Michelle Pfeiffer as well.
This one's from them good girls.
Both of you are right. That's Michelle Pfeiffer. Correct. Number 2, Ticket to Ride. If you want to see a lemur outside of captivity, what country will you need to visit?
And again, for 0 points.
Yes, one of my favorite movies, Madagascar.
Yeah.
Yep. We said it'd be hard to get there via a train like Ticket to Ride, but the island of Madagascar was our bet for 10. 10 was our wager.
Exactly. Yeah. Sacha Baron Cohen. I think he played a character called King Louis.
Yeah.
Jeff
a lemur in Madagascar.
Jeff is a huge Zaboomafoo fan, which is all about lemurs.
No, but I'm a pretty big Madagascar fan.
Yeah. Good
I like
stuff.
those movies.
Yeah. Hilarious. Number 3 was awards established as the equivalent to the Cecil B. DeMille Award for Film. A special Golden Globe Award for Achievement in TV was established this year, named for what comedian who was also its first recipient.
Man, we had no idea on this one, so we lost 0 points on guess of Seinfeld.
Well, we wager. Oh, I can't do it. Sorry.
Oh, wow.
My voice cracked.
Your impressions are great today.
We wagered 5. This is one of the funniest women of all time. And with a tug of our ear, we're going to say Carol Burnett.
And Carol Burnett is the correct answer. Yes. Whose single, Here's a Quarter, Call Someone Who Cares, peaked at number 2 on both the U.S. and Canadian country charts in 1991?
In 1991, I wasn't following the Canadian country charts too closely at that time, unfortunately. So we had no idea, and we wrote Alanis Morissette, one of our favorite Canadians.
I was too busy in Liverpool to follow the country charts.
We were playing small bass.
There you go. He's back, everybody.
He's back.
He's back.
He's back.
You'd go to a bar, you'd play a tune, a lady would come over and say, "Would you like a meat pie, my friend?"
And your guess?
Why did that turn to Hannibal
John?
Lecter at the end?
John, who do you think it is, John?
Well, we spent too much time looking at the Canadian charts, and we said Shania Twain for 5 points.
So you both got hung up on the Canadian country chart thing.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out you don't have to be Canadian to make your way onto the Canadian country charts. The answer is Travis Tritt.
I had a feeling it was one of those
Person
Travises.
I've not heard of.
Is that his real name, do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Has to be.
It has to be. They wouldn't lie. It's Hollywood.
It's country music. They don't lie in country music.
They don't lie about their names.
Yeah.
Let's see. Other bugs. Colombian drug trafficker Griselda Blanco, competitive eater Sonia Thomas, and billiard star Jeanette Lee all share what nickname?
I knew this one because they call me the Black Widower, but I said Black Widow.
I didn't know. I didn't know that he said billiard star. And Jeff immediately writes down cricket. I don't even know what that means. And once I hear Jeanette Lee, it's like, oh, it's Black Widow. Oh, I wasn't listening, Jeff.
You should have been listening, Neil.
But we bet 0, thankfully, and Jeff wrote cricket for some reason, so we went with cricket.
When he said it was possible that the pop culture reference would have given it away, I was thinking of rickety cricket.
Of course you were.
Yes.
Is that why?
Oh man.
The pop culture reference would have been Natasha Romanoff.
Oh, well, that would
Yeah. Dead giveaway.
So,
his mind
yeah.
goes to rickety cricket. You're a lunatic.
rickety cricket. So that is it.
All right.
Final.
Let's do some quick math on our side. We gained 0.
130.
Hey, what do you know?
And we gained 50. I'm like halfway in between John Lennon.
It's just all bad.
We only gained 15 points, so we're at 175-10.
Oh, that's enough.
Oh, it looks like you're the cream of the crop.
I am the cream.
But you're getting the cream in the face. That was terrible. That was the worst accent ever.
It doesn't matter.
you wouldn't be the first person to get cream in the face, right? I wrote a song about it once.
All right, well, looks like we're going to be taking a pie in the face.
Yeah, they're going to be taking pies in the face, and we will be, I guess, figuring out what kind of pie it is. So, Russ, what kind of pies should we throw in these gentlemen's faces?
I think banana cream is the only way to go on this one.
All right, banana cream it is.
What a waste.
So thank you to Kendall Portillo for that suggestion.
Yes, thank you, Kendall. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Russ, why don't you tell us a little bit more about Twin City Trivia and where people can find you and also your live events?
Twin City Trivia, just go to twincitytrivia.com or follow the Facebook page. We're mostly in central Illinois, Bloomington, Springfield, Champaign, Decatur, Peoria, but looking to expand, of course, as all trivia companies are. The fundraiser stuff, Trivia Workshop. And if you want to host a fundraiser, give me a call or send me an email, info@triviaworkshop.com.
And also, why don't you tell us just how it felt winning Geek Bowl? That was a pretty awesome honor, so congrats again for that.
You know, it's always great. I feel kind of like the Will Perdue of my team. Technically, I did win Geek Bowl, but just mainly from being at the right place at the right time with the right people. So it was fantastic.
Well, we're coming for you next year.
Yeah, off that humble statement, I'm going to say enjoy it while it lasts because we're taking your ass down.
We got home court advantage next year, so.
Which will mean exactly nothing.
Do you want to give your team a shout out?
Sure, yeah. My team name is Shiny and Chrome. Consists of the Whitlocks, Shane and Leanne, Nick Rogers, Yogesh Rout, and Jeremy Conman.
Wow, wonderful.
From Chicago.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Congratulations to all of you on his team. Hopefully, either you are a listener or because Russ is hosting, you at least listen to one episode.
And then listen to the rest.
And then, hopefully listen to the rest, but probably after the impressions.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
They're all like this.
Go back into the backlog, please. There's some funny ones in there.
Oh, you just go grab a time machine and you go back in time and you listen to the podcast, right?
So on that note, I'd like to ask you guys to like, subscribe, and review our show.
Actually, reviews are shut off for our show. I'm pretty sure.
So don't review after this episode. Go back and listen to the last one. Give us a nice review, a nice 5-star. We're up to like 130 5-star reviews. We do appreciate it, everybody who's done it. So just keep those coming.
Or if you see us at the public pool, just feel free to give us a 5-star in person.
Yeah, we're trying to interact a little bit more on Twitter, so follow us on Twitter @TrivialityPod and also on Facebook @TrivialityPod. We're almost at 500 likes on Facebook, and more importantly, join the Crop, our private Facebook group, where you can interact with other listeners of Triviality. Well, thank you very much to Russ for writing this game for us today. It was a ton of fun. Great questions.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Always a pleasure.
Make sure you check out everything that he's doing. For Jeff, Ken, and Matt, my name is Neal, and that was Triviality.
God.
to earn that distinction as an individual. I'll read that again with a slightly different accent.
Okay.
Since time